Hello everyone, I'm not going to waste any time by giving unnecessary introduction. You already know what we are going to see in this video. So let's get straight to the video. I have tried to make this video as compact as possible. So first thing, we will create a separate partition for installing Ubuntu. For that, go to the search bar and type run and then type dixmgmt.msc and hit enter. It will open the disk management utility. So this is my hard disk, as you can see, and this is my SSD where Windows is installed. So I will create a partition. You can see I have already created a partition for the installation. If you don't know how to create it, just go to the blank space, right click and click on shrink volume. Now give the partition size in MB. So if I want to create a 100 GB of partition size, for that we have to type 1024. This is 1 GB. So and then 2 zeros. So 1024 MB, this is 1 GB and then 2 zeros. So this is 100 GB. Now click on shrink. Now you can see an 100 GB unallocated space is there. You can right click and make a new simple volume. So let me revert back. Now open your favorite browser and type Ubuntu and then go to the official website of Ubuntu, accept, then go to get Ubuntu and click on download. Now you can see the file size is 5.8 GB. Click on download. Now you don't need to do anything over here, just click on start download. Once the download is complete, open another tab and download the Rufus software. Go to the official website and this is the Rufus tool. Download from the link. Okay, so you don't need to install this Rufus right now. Now you can see this is the ISO file we have downloaded just now. Now let's go to this PC. This is our USB drive, so please make sure you insert the USB drive in computer. Then right click on the drive and click on format. Please make sure the file format is selected as exFAT and you can give the volume level over here and then click on start. Once the format is complete, now you can open the Rufus exe file. Go to download section and just double click on the exe file. It will run the Rufus utility. Now select your drive from here and please make sure you select disk or ISO image and then click on select. Now from the download section you have to select the ISO file and then click on open. Now you have to select the partition scheme. It may be MBR or GPT. So let me show you how to find it. Go to the search bar and type system information. Over here you will find BIOS mode. Please make sure it's UEFI or legacy. If it's UEFI, then you have to select GPT, and if it's legacy, then you have to select MBR. So as you have already seen, I am having the BIOS mode as UEFI, so I have to select GPT over there. So I will select GPT and leave rest of the things as it is and click on start. Select ISO image and click OK. Please wait for a few minutes. Once this is done, you can see ready. So now click on close. Now you are also ready. So you can see this is our USB drive and this is having the EFI folder, and please make sure there is a boot folder and you have the GRUB x64.efi file. Now you have to restart your computer, but please make sure while it gets restarted you have to press your BIOS key or the boot key repeatedly. As in my case it's delete button on keyboard. It may be F2 or F10 or escape button depending on the computer. So once you enter the BIOS menu, navigate to the boot menu by pressing the right arrow key on your keyboard and then pressing the down arrow key. You have to select the boot option priorities. Please make sure you select the fast boot option and then hit enter. And from here you have to select your USB drive. So this is my USB drive, vendor code, product code, and then hit enter. Once you have selected it, now you can go to save and exit by pressing the right arrow key and then hit enter. Or you can just press the F10 button on your keyboard and then please make sure you save the configuration. Please select yes over here and then hit enter. Now it will open the GRUB bootloader. from here you have to select try or install Ubuntu. It may take some time, so please wait patiently. Now select your language and then keyboard layout, and then you can click on do not connect and skip this part, and then click on next. You can keep it selected, but I will not do that for demonstration purpose. You can keep this as selected, then click on next. And now you can go with the default option, but I will select the manual installation, as I have to select the drive manually. So let us select the drive from here and then click on next. And now you have to put the name, then computer name, and then username, and then password. So please remember the password and then click on next. Select your location over here and then click on next. Now please review your choice. If there is some mistake, then please rectify it over here and then click on next. Now it will install. It may take up to 10 minutes. Then click on restart now. So this is the GRUB bootloader. You can navigate to the Windows boot manager and go to Windows. So I will now select Ubuntu and then hit enter. Okay, so this is the login page that we have created the account right now. This is the account, and let's enter the password. And this is the Ubuntu main screen. You can skip it for now and then click on finish. Now you can install apps from the App Store. There are some necessary applications that need to be installed right now, but I will not show it over here. You can do it manually and then click on finish. Now you can go to the right top corner and shut down and restart your computer from there. So let us restart the computer right now. So it will now open the GRUB menu. We have to now select the Windows boot manager from here to see if Windows is working or not side by side. So it will take some time for the first time. Please wait. So now you can see we can successfully log into Windows as well. So you can now switch to any of the operating system whenever you want. So thank you for watching the video till the end. That was the complete video. If you are facing any issue while proceeding with the steps, then please let me know in the comment box, and see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe.